Hey everybody, I just want to do a quick little intro into this vlog that I made and just tell you kind of the sequence of events that led to it. Yesterday on my way to work I recorded a vlog and the topic was basically how to stay alive while riding a motorcycle. It was how to minimize the risk by being proactive instead of reactive, more or less. And so I recorded that video and then went to work, did my thing. When I left work and started my bike at around 9:45 at night, I heard a ton of sirens and I knew something serious was going on in town. So I got on the bike, I started heading home, and I saw the emergency lights and wanted to just kind of swing by and check things out. Where are these sirens coming from? Oh, there they are. Anyway, sorry. Distractions everywhere. I wanted to swing by and check things out to see what the commotion was all about. I ended up doing it. I had a little bit more juice on my camera, so I recorded what I got to see. I didn't really get to see much. I'll lead into that right now. Anyway, so I didn't really know what happened. I just knew, maybe a car accident or something. Went to the gym, did my thing. And when I got home later last night, I looked it up with my wife online, and it turns out it was a fatal motorcycle crash. A 24-year-old lost control of his bike and died, unfortunately. I don't know all the details. Nothing's been released yet. Again, this is all very fresh. But it's extremely unfortunate. Obviously, it goes without saying. It's a really strange coincidence that I had just talked about that. Anyway, so it just kind of adds to my point. Like, first and foremost, I don't want you guys to think that I'm, trying to get any sort of YouTube fame by these misfortunes. It has nothing to do with that. But all I can say is, like, this shit is serious. It can happen to anybody, and I know it happens in cars and all that too, but motorcycling can be so rewarding and so fun, and you always have something to look forward to, but do everything you can to make sure that you get to ride tomorrow too, Simple mistakes or a lapse in judgment will create so much heartbreak to your family and everything like that. And what I would suggest, like, I know this is going to be a long video and I apologize, get through it please in the comments. Let's get some discussion going on how people can ride safe. I know there's a ton of YouTube videos out there from other motor vloggers and such that you can use as resources, and learn from other people's mistakes as much as possible so that you don't have to repeat it, because the mistakes aren't always forgiving. Anyway, I'll lead into that video now. Before I get into it, I just want to say, guys, ride safe, and I wish you all the best. Hey YouTube, how's it going? Today I want to talk about a topic that comes up a lot when discussing motorcycles, and that's obviously the danger behind it. I've got a lot of friends, acquaintances who seem interested in riding, but they won't because of the danger associated with it, or their significant others don't want them to because the danger associated with it. And so I want to kind of talk about the dangers that are posed, why they're there, and what we can do as riders to try to minimize the risk of riding. And that's all about being, in my opinion, it's all about being proactive instead of reactive. And what I mean by that is, again, as soon as the topic motorcycling comes up, anybody will be like, you're crazy. I know somebody at work a couple weeks ago called me an irresponsible parent because I ride a motorcycle. Obviously it was a non-rider who said that, but I mean, you get a lot of that stuff, and it's frustrating. Yeah, of course it's dangerous. So is driving a car. We've gone into this before. We all know my standpoint on that. If we go into it knowing that it is dangerous, there's a lot that we can do proactively to avoid said dangers. We already know what the dangers are before we encounter them. And if you don't, then you should do some research before you start riding so that you do, and you go into it kind of prepared for it. I know for a fact that if I take a spill on this bike, this pavement is going to kick my ass. The first and biggest thing that you have to do is just wear your damn gear. I can't explain the amount of people that I see riding their bikes in t-shirts, and the other day my wife and I saw these kids, or not these kids, sorry, lost my train of thought there. We saw this guy, we'll call him a kid because he obviously wasn't too smart, riding his bike wearing thong sandals. I don't even know how that's enjoyable, because like, you've got the shifter that you got to pull up on. How do you enjoy riding wearing thong sandals? I've never done it, so I can't really speak to it, but that just doesn't seem like a wise choice. And there's no way in my mind that when he put on his thong sandals and got on his motorcycle that he's like, I'm doing the right thing right now. I feel safe. I feel secure. There's no way. And obviously the armor and the gear that I'm wearing isn't going to protect me if I go face to face with a semi, but it's more to protect me against the road. It's more to protect me against the elements and all that, right? So wear your damn gear. I know helmets are a given because they're, as far as I know, they're law in most states or provinces or wherever it is that you live. The rest of it, I guess people consider optional. You know, they don't wear their jackets. A lot of them aren't wearing gloves. They're riding around wearing shorts. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's like, if I'm a cop and I'm going to go on the streets in downtown Ottawa here and walk the beat with no bulletproof vest. What? No, of course not. I'm a firefighter. I'm going to go fight fires without my suit. They wouldn't do it. It's common sense, and it's the same thing here. You're driving a car. You don't wear your seatbelt. And I know there's a lot of people who do that, but that's just stupid. These things are designed to save your life. And the only reason that people don't wear their jackets and stuff, well, from what I assume, I don't know, because that process doesn't even cross my mind, is because it gets warm. It's like 30 degrees Celsius right now here in Ottawa. As long as you're going and the wind's hitting you, I don't even feel it. I feel comfortable right now. It'd be silly to think that these giant companies like Alpinestars, Icon, whatever, made it to the size that they are and are facing all the success that they're facing without thinking, shit, it gets hot in Miami, Florida, where these people are riding. They know that it gets hot, and they design this gear for that. They design it to take the wind in and ventilate and all that. So just wear your gear and stay alive. Somebody talks about riding a motorcycle and their significant other doesn't want them to do it. You're always going to hear, oh, it's not him I'm worried about, it's the other drivers around him. I trust him, just not the other drivers around him. Or, you know, I trust her but not the other drivers around her, whatever. You hear that every day, and it's great that your significant other has confidence in your driving abilities, but that's a textbook response. They're just trying not to offend you, because if you're that good of a driver, then you'll be prepared for the other asshole drivers around you. The fact of the matter is, drivers around you in cars or on bikes, whatever, they're going to be assholes. whether it be intentionally or not intentionally, they're gonna be assholes. They're not gonna see you, whatever the case may be. They're gonna cut you off. But if you know that other drivers are gonna be like that, then what are you gonna do about it? It's on you to deal with it. I mean, at the end of the day, these other drivers that I'm sharing the road with they're ultimately not responsible for my life. I'm accountable for my own life. I'm responsible to keep myself alive. And so I'm not going to sit here and rely on the abilities of the people around me to keep me alive. I'm going to have it in my head that they're going to screw up, or they're not going to see me, or, you know, they're going to cut me off, or they're going to not realize that I'm braking behind me and they're going to hit me in the ass. You never know. But that's on me to kind of be proactive and expect that to happen. And if it doesn't, bonus. But if it does, at least I expected it. No, I'm going into a stop sign right now. I believe this one's a two-way stop. So yeah, so these guys have the right of way. And I know for a fact that I'm not very visible, especially at night because I'm on a black bike. So you just have to kind of count on the fact that you're not visible. Expect the other drivers not to see you and take it from there. Or, you know, like a lot of times at four-way stops, I'll actually lift my visor like so I can make eye contact with the other drivers and acknowledge the fact that they know I'm here and I'm about to go. You know, and sometimes give them a head nod like, it's my turn, yeah? Okay. And off you go, right? Again, it's something that you know ahead of time so you can deal with it. You've got to stay visible. It's one of the biggest things. You've got to make sure that the people around you see you and know that you're there. You know, I've heard the term a lot, loud mufflers save lives and all this, and to an extent I agree, but loud mufflers also annoy the shit out of people. You know, at night I'll do, there's a little pass button right here on my handlebars, and that basically when I push the button, it temporarily flashes the high beam. So when I'm passing a car, I'll flash that real quick so they know that I'm coming around them. And sure, to the other car, it's probably a minor annoyance, but it'd probably be a bigger annoyance if they decided to hit a motorcycle.